Hello, 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 good people. Hello, good people. I am Dr. Hollie Kelly, and this is Dr. Kelly's perspective for Tuesday, March 7th, 2017. Work with me on my voice. I'm not feeling the best, and so my voice sounds a little raggedy. Even to me, I can hear it. Okay, so as we wind down, we are at number 20 of 21 irrefutable laws of leadership with Dr. John Maxwell. And today's law is the law of exponential growth. Thank you for all of you who are joining me live. Exponential growth. And what it says is, listen, to add growth, lead some followers. But if you want to multiply your growth, you need to lead leaders. I hear often, and every time I hear this or read it somewhere, I sort of cringe when I see or read or hear, if I can just make a difference in one life, that's all that matters to me. And I think I understand what they're saying, but to me, every time I see that, I say, no, that is not good enough. Why do I just want to impact lives of one, the life of one, when there's so many out there whose lives could be impacted and changed and bettered and strengthened? I don't want just one. I don't want to play small. I don't want just one. I want as many people as God gives me influence over. And I know that's more than one. So this is along the same line. When you attract and impact the life of a follower, that's good. That's nice. You get the value and you get the increase of one. And one is better than zero, so I'll take that. But when you seed into, when you pour into, when you develop a leader, okay, now we're getting ready to start multiplying. The growth of the entire organization or the entire school, the entire company, the entire faith-based organizations, the church, the synagogue, all of that will be impacted to a greater degree when you develop a leader, okay? So now instead of just receiving the value of one, you get compounded exponential growth when you take the time and seed into leaders, because leaders have more impact. If I impact one follower, I'm in there. I made a difference in that life, okay? When I impact a leader, when I groom, when I grow a leader already, their impact will be exponential because they already have influence on so many others. Okay, it's the difference between addition and multiplication. What do you want to do? Do you just want to add, or do you want to get where you want to get faster by multiplying? So my leaders, listen to me, listen clearly, leaders. The question for you to ponder today is, what are you doing to multiply the growth? Or are you just satisfied to add one by one by one? What are you doing? Because I can guarantee you, if you are not intentionally growing and grooming and developing leaders, it's not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. So my question, hello, Veronica from Wisconsin, hello. Is it cold there? I hear the name Wisconsin and I just get cold. So here's my question. You have to be intentional about growing your leaders. And if you're not, it is not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Are you spending 80% of your time on the bottom 20%? And that is not an indictment of the 20%. Okay. As the leader, you have to be intentional about where you direct your time. Are you spending your time? Or are you investing your time? There's a difference. Okay, are you spending your time or are you investing the time? Okay, so the question is, if you are not spending 80% of your time on the top 20% of the organization, the growth might be happening, but it's going to be by addition. It's going to be one at a time. Have you set up the environment where leaders would want to come in? Leaders don't accept any old kind of environment. They're not going to go to an organization, to a company, to a school, to a district that is messy, for lack of better words. There's no communication, there's backbiting, there's no growth, there's no potential for growth. They don't want to necessarily go into that type of environment because they don't see room that they can grow. There's always a need to grow. There's always a hunger to grow when you're dealing with leaders. And if you do not set up the type of environment that unctions them to come, that welcomes them to come, because they know when they get there, they're going to be able to grow. They're going to be able to develop more of who they are. They're going to be able to strengthen weaker areas. They're going to be able to blossom their strength zones. If you do not set up the type of environment that welcomes leaders, you don't need to expect that they will come, because money is not the end all be all for everyone. Okay, money cannot buy peace of mind, and money does not necessarily mean that you will get there and reach your max potential. Will you get there? Will you be groomed? Will someone pour their DNA into you? Okay, so you have to set up the type of environment that welcomes leaders. Are you doing that? Okay, my final question to reiterate again is, what are you doing? Are you adding or are you multiplying? Think about it. Until next time, take real good care. Let me just say this. I am encouraging you to share this and share it with a leader. Share it with a leader. Someone was saying, oh, I watch you every day. Well, I only post 3 times a week. So I'm hoping that you're joining me. But even if you have friends that don't do Facebook, they don't have an account or anything like that, you can always go on YouTube. They're out there on YouTube. Just spread the word. Okay, you can help me help you. It is my design by God. I was designed and purposed to do this, okay, to impact lives. And my lane happens to be leadership. And so, again, are you just adding or are you multiplying?